Hello guys, today we are going to see the anatomy of the cornea. First, anatomical consideration. Cornea is transparent, avascular. Avascular means there is no blood vessels. The normal cornea is free of blood vessels. Watch glass-like structure. It forms anterior 1/6 of the outer fiber coat of the eyeball. Second, we are going to see the dimensions of the cornea. Dimensions of the cornea is important, that can be asked for the MCQs. Anterior surface of the cornea is elliptical. As we assume that the anterior surface of the cornea is oval and the posterior is circle. First, corneal diameter. Corneal diameter is 11.5 mm vertically, 12 mm horizontally. Second, corneal thickness is 0.25 mm, which is thick, and in the periphery 0.67 mm, which is thicker. In the center the cornea is thick, and in the periphery the cornea is thicker. Third, radius of curvature of central part of a cornea. Anterior is 7.8 mm, posterior is 6.5 mm. Fourth, refractive index of cornea is 1.376. This is important point. This point can be asked for the MCQs. Fifth, the refractive power is plus 43 diopter. The refractive power of the total eye is 60 diopter. The cornea covers the 3/4 of the total refractive power of the eye. Central corneal thickness is the key of IOP. IOP is the intraocular pressure. Now we are going to see the structure of the cornea. There is the 5 layers of the cornea. First is the epithelium layer. Second is the Broman's membrane. Third is the stroma. Fourth is the deciment membrane. Fifth is the endothelium. Here I have drawn the diagram. See, anterior first layer is the epithelium. Second is the Broman's membrane. Third is the stroma. Fourth is the deciment membrane, and the last, which is the posterior layer, is the endothelium. This is the basement membrane. The presence of basement membrane. Now one by one we are going to see these 5 layers. First we are going to see the endothelium layer. First is the endothelium. It is a stratus-squamous and non-keratinized 5 to 6 layer, 15 to 19 micrometer thickness. 5 to 6 layer, which is subdivided into 3 cells. First one is the basal cell, which is also called the columnar basal cell. Second is the wing cell. Third is the surface cell, which is also called the flatted cell. First, basal cell. It is a single layer of columnar basal cell that attach the hemidesmosis to the underlying basement membrane. This basal cell attached to the basement membrane by the hemidesmosis. Hemidesmosis are very small in-like structure found in keratinocytes of the epidermis. Second, wing cell. There is a 2 to 3 started of wing cell and 2 squamous of surface cell. Here I have drawn the diagram for the understanding. See, this is the surface cell, which is also called the flattened cell. This is the outermost layer. Okay. Now after the surface cell there is a presence of wing cell, then basal cell, and here the presence of basement membrane, and here the presence of tear film. This surface cell is the outermost cell, which is increased by the microvilli and microvilli, which facilitate the attachment of tear film and the mucin. After a lifespan of few days, this surface cell sheeted into the tear film. Now we are going to see the second layer, which is Broman's membrane. It's a acellular. Acellular means there is no presence of cell. It's a superficial layer of the stroma. It's formed by the collagen fibers. 8 to 14 micrometer thickness. It is resistant to infection and injury. This is important point that this can be asked for the MCQs. Broman's membrane is resistant to infections and the injury. Third is the stroma. Its thickness is 0.5 mm, and which cover the 90% of the total thickness of the cornea. Collagen fibrils. It formed by the collagen fibrils. The layer of collagen fibrils is called lamella. The lamella are arranged in specific manner that maintain the transparency of the cornea. Here I have drawn the diagram to show you how the lamella is arranged. You can see how the lamella is arranged in specific manner that maintain the transparency of the cornea. In the lamella, the space is maintained by the protoglycans. Protoglycans, in between the protoglycans, there is a presence of fibroblast and keratocyte which maintain the optical clarity. Now we are going to see the fourth, descendant membrane. It's a homogeneous connecting tissue. Its resistance to chemical agent, trauma, infection, pathological process. Thickness varies with the age. Thickness is 3 micrometer at the birth and 10 to 12 micrometer in young adult. This descendant membrane can be regenerated. Note here, epithelium can be regenerated. Epithelium was the first layer that can be regenerated. Second is a Bromus membrane. It cannot be regenerated. However, if it does become injured, the Bromus membrane cannot regenerate. Then stroma. Stroma also cannot regenerate. Stroma can be scarred, but it cannot be regenerated. And descendant membrane can be regenerated. Now the fifth is the endothelium. It is a single layer of polygonal cell. Endothelium cell maintain the corneal detergency throughout the life by pumping the excessive fluid out of the stroma. Detergency is essential to prevent the excessive hydration of the cornea and keep the cornea relatively dehydrated to maintain the normal clarity and the transparency. Cell density is 6000 cell mm square at the birth and 3000 cell mm square in young adult. The number of cells decreases about 0.6% per year. This is important point. The number of cells decreases 0.6% per year and the neighboring cell enlarge to fill the space. Here I have drawn for the understanding. This is the endothelium cells. This cell has been damaged and the remaining cell it enlarged to fill the space of dead cells. Okay, these cells cannot be regenerated. Note, at a density of about 500 cell mm square, corneal edema develops and the transparency is impaired. Blood supply. There is no blood supply because cornea is avascular. Nerve supply. Fifth trigeminal nerve supplies to the cornea. This is important point. This can be asked for the MCQs. First division of fifth trigeminal nerve supplies to the cornea. Note, nutrients are supplied and metabolic products are removed mainly by the aqueous humor posteriorly and tear anteriorly. And one more point I am going to say that recently some scientists has been proposed that sixth corneal layer, which is also called a Duval's layer. This sixth corneal layer is present between the stroma and the descendant membrane. Now we are going to see some MCQs. Endothelium cells are best evaluated by the specular microscope. Specular microscope is one of the slit lamp illumination technique. Second MCQs, endothelium cells are attached to the descendant membrane by the hemidesmosis. Endothelium cell which is attached to the descendant membrane by the hemidesmosis. This was the 2 MCQs that may be asked. This is important. I hope you like my channel. Thank you guys for watching my video.